Sir Winston Churchill once said, "No hour of life is lost that's spent in the saddle." John Steinbeck wrote, "A man on a horse is spiritually, as well as physically, bigger than a man on foot." Abraham Lincoln declared, "I can make a general in 5 minutes, but a good horse is hard to replace." But what makes a good horse? It's the people who love them.
And sometimes that love alone is all the horse needs. That hug, that recognition, the place of safety, that's all they need. And other times the horses need you to be knowledgeable in order to help them where they can't help themselves. So when the volunteers come in, it takes a village. None of this can you do by yourself. Nothing. There's too much with horses. Be it that somebody's mucking, somebody's grooming, somebody's caring for them, somebody's giving back. Could be healing, aromatherapy, you name it. We all have gifts to give back. And I love that.
Zuma started as a show barn, and now we are a horse rescue, rehabilitation, and education center. We do equine assisted learning programs for children, veterans, and adults. Teach a holistic horsemanship program for people that are interested in having horses leased or owned. We teach a riding program where resistance-free training, so no whips, no bits, no spurs with our horses. So if you're interested in learning more about a holistic approach to horse care and horse riding, Zuma's has you covered.
I had a conversation with Jody, and immediately I understood that the way she does things was how I wanted to do things. It was what I was looking for. I think I didn't quite know that this was what I was looking for, but this was exactly what I was looking for. I find in general, children tend to be more authentic. So they'll say, "I'm afraid," or maybe they don't even know what they should be afraid of, but they're very much in the moment, and that has a different effect when they're with a horse. I think as we get older, maybe we're not as honest with our fears or our anxieties, or perhaps we're still working on being present in the moment. So working with adults is amazing because we get to lean into some of those things, such as being authentic. If you're afraid on the inside, but you're acting like you're not afraid on the outside, the horse will sense that and be very uncomfortable with that. They can sense both, sense how you're actually feeling and sort of what you're projecting. I find it really rewarding to slow down and get in touch with that.
So we have a mentoring program and an equine assisted activity group that meets weekly, and kids come out from Denver Children's Home and some other residential programs. They get to spend time here each week connecting with the horses and also with the adults here and seeing how we treat the animals kindly and with respect. What's neat about this program is there's so much openness and space and freedom for the kids to start exploring that there's always something for somebody to connect with and find. So for one person it might be the chicken, obviously for other people it's the horses, for somebody else it might be the goat or the pig, but we just give them a lot of freedom and space to find where they're drawn and where their curiosity and interests lie. One of the things that Jody and Paul, one of their legacies I would say, is the sense of nurturing. As Jody and Paul always say, the gates at Zuma's are always open, and so sometimes people are able to come back either in a couple months or in a couple years. It's really neat that they're able to take that sense of belonging someplace and keep that with them.
So Zuma's implemented education center for humans to heal horses, and part of that program is craniosacral therapy, herbs for animals, massage therapy. We're about to partner with Rocky Mountain School of Acupressure and Massage, where they'll be having their classes out here. We learned that the horses that have been abandoned and abused and neglected need a lot of healing, and rescues don't have funding for a lot of vet bills. So we get a lot of donations, and we partner with amazing clinicians like Heather Finn from Epic Equine Performance Integrated Care, and they come out and they work with our horses that are thought to be unrideable. And with the combined therapies here in the Education Center at Zuma's, we're able to recover horses that we were told would never be rideable or never be sound.
Acupuncture and chiropractic don't have to be relegated only to horses that are actively competing. I think a lot of people have that misconception that it's the top level show horses in any discipline, Western or English, that are the only ones that are going to benefit from those treatment modalities. But really, the idea is to create a healthy, balanced horse. Older horses, younger horses with problems such as lameness issues or things like that, just to make the complete horse happy. It doesn't have to be the top level horse. A backyard horse can benefit from this. A rescue horse can definitely benefit from this. The goal is to usually improve a horse's mobility. In some cases, we're looking at improving overall pain and health. We're really just trying to make sure that we're giving each horse its best opportunity to be happy, healthy, and potentially be adopted going forward.
So going forward, and after 10 years of providing care for animals as a rescue, we are moving forward into more of a sanctuary and a safety net role. So we will sanctuary horses in place, and we will help people keep their horses in their homes by providing financial assistance with vet bills, financial assistance with hay. Maybe the horses come to Zuma's for a short period for training and rehabilitation, and then they go back home. So we're moving away from just being a rescue and becoming this sanctuary, safety net, and education center. Zuma's is largely a volunteer organization. While there are paid staff, at least 40% of the work that gets done out here providing care is through volunteers. We host orientations twice a month to educate people on the many ways that they can get involved and help. It can be anything from caring for the horses by feeding them and cleaning up after them, to helping with event planning, to redesigning our website, to doing promotional videos for us, building fencing, building shelters. We get donations of hay, grain, light bulbs, batteries, tables, chairs. Just about anything that you see at Zuma's that we use on a day-to-day basis can be donated or subsidized with funding.
All of these fantastic programs are dependent on our sponsorships and donations. If you find you have an affinity for one of the amazing souls waiting in foster or living on the sanctuary, or you just love the entire equestrian partnership community, please join us in changing the lives of the people and the horses at Zuma's.